What's good, everybody on YouTube? This is your boy Akil McLeod, and I'm a full-time eBay and Poshmark seller. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of my sales from Poshmark in the month of December. And unfortunately, sales haven't been that great for me this month because I wasn't sharing and I wasn't cross-listing from eBay onto Poshmark as often as I used to. So I didn't hit my $1,000 a month goal, but I think that was more of a reality check for me not to just use Poshmark as passive income and to really just keep putting the same amount of energy into it so that I can continue to make some good money. Now, if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, y'all, so starting things off is this pair of Keen waterproof hiking boots. And I had these boots for quite a while. I was actually surprised. I thought they would have sold a lot faster, especially since this is the season where a lot of people are wearing these type of boots. But it took a little while for these to sell. It took about maybe four or 5 months for these to actually sell. So that's a little longer than expected for me, but they ended up selling for 38 bucks. I was originally asking for 49, but like I said, since they took so long to sell, I accepted a best offer and shipped them out, and everything was all good. Next is this pair of LL Bean boat shoes. And I had these for not as long, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and I only paid about $4 for these from a local yard sale. So I picked these up as well as a couple other shoes that I will actually post in my what sold video for eBay. So I'll probably post that later on in the week. These LL Bean boots, this is my first time selling this brand, so I wasn't too confident on it, but since I only picked it up for about 4 bucks, I figured why not. Originally was asking for 39 and someone had sent me an offer for 30, so I went ahead and accepted that. Next up is a pair of Hoka One Ones, and as you guys know, this is one of my favorite brands to sell. I sell a ton of these every month. I didn't sell as many of these this month because it's, summertime is when I usually sell the most. Between spring, summer, and fall is when I sell these most often, but it's winter time now, so there's not a lot of outdoor running going on. But this is still a very good brand to pick up. I was originally asking 49 and I took a best offer at 44, and this usually happens because Poshmark charges a $6.50 fee, so this person probably just wanted to spend 50 bucks on some shoes. So this was able to ship out and the buyer was happy, and I was just happy that it sold. Next is a pair of Keen leather hiking sandals, and I had these for quite a while as well. I think I paid maybe 8 bucks for these, and I had them listed on eBay as well, and I had some watches, but definitely no offers was coming in, so it made me think I priced them a little too high. And then I ended up getting an offer on Poshmark for 35, so that was very good for me. I thought it was gonna take a little longer to sell because of course this is more of a summer shoe, but there's people still trying to get these, especially if it's vacation or something like that. So definitely still be on the lookout for Keen sandals if you can get them, because they're definitely still selling. Next up is this pair of Adidas EQT warm-up pants, and I picked these up maybe a month ago. I only spent about $5 or $6 for these. It was brand new with the tags, and of course the tag said 90 bucks, but I'm sure these were probably selling for even less in places like Ross and Marshalls, so I didn't want to put too much stock in that. I originally had them listed for 49, got a best offer at 40, and I happily accepted that. Next up is this pair of Lucky brand boots. Were in very, very good condition. I had these for quite a while, but it just took me a little while to list them because it usually takes me a while to list boots for some reason. Anytime I can't list shoes the way I usually do, it just sits around for a little longer. But these were listed for maybe 2 or 3 days, and it ended up selling. But I had them in my inventory for at least a month and some change. So I had it listed for 45, got a best offer at 36, and happily accepted that one. Next is a pair of these Brooks Ghost 10 running sneakers, and the Brooks Ghost 10 is probably one of the more popular models. I sell a ton of Brooks sneakers, and I was expecting to get maybe 60 bucks for these, but I still went ahead and took 49. I had them listed for 59, but sometimes offers come in and I just want to get rid of the inventory and make my money back with some profit, so I just went ahead and accepted that. So these were in really good condition and shipped out next day, and everything was all good. This is actually part of a bundle. Here is a pair of New Balance 99s, and this actually made my video for the top 15 flips of 2018. And the funny thing about this bundle is that after I made the video, the buyer actually responded and let me know that it was actually them that made the bundle, and they really do love the shoes, and they even complimented me as a seller. So that was really good to hear some, positive feedback. And it just kind of lets you know as well to just always do good business at all times, because you never know who's watching your videos. You never know. The internet is large, but it's definitely still very small. It was just crazy that the buyer found me on YouTube and commented. So that was kind of crazy. But like I said, always do business to the best of your ability. Always be honest, because there's always checks and balances anytime you're doing business online. Next up is this t-shirt from Neil Barrett, and this is the I don't even know how to say the name, but this is definitely a super dope, more of like a luxury brand t-shirt. I had it listed at 49 bucks, but it ended up selling for 42. And like I said, because of Poshmark shipping fee, people always try to send a lower offer to incorporate the shipping. So I went ahead and accepted that. That was fine. But this shirt was in amazing condition. I picked it up for I think $2 or $3 and was able to flip it for 42. Next is this Michael Kors purse, and this one I had listed for maybe 2 months. It was in really good condition. I thought the leather was very high quality, but it only sold for 30 bucks, and I was hoping that it would sell for a little more. I actually had it listed for 49 at one point, then I lowered it down to 39, and then ended up accepting a best offer for 30. So if you see any Michael Kors purses, I still suggest you pick them up, even though the brand isn't as hot as it used to be, but there's definitely still some good money to be made. Next is a pair of Lululemon golf shorts, and like I said before, it's winter time, but golf shorts and just shorts in general are still selling. And just for another tip, the size tag was missing, but when it comes to Lululemon, the size is usually always in the pocket. So definitely be on the lookout for that if you pick up any Lululemon that doesn't have a size tag. Here's another pair of shorts, and these are from Patagonia, and these sold for 25 bucks. I believe I was asking 29 and took a best offer. Still a very good sale. I picked these up for 4 bucks and it sold for 25. And the same thing with these Lululemon shorts. Next up is this Sam Edelman coat that I've had for at least a year in my inventory. It took a very long time for this to sell, but I'm happy that it finally sold, and the buyer was definitely happy with this purchase. They left a really good love note for me as well. But like I said, I had this Sam Edelman jacket for a very long time, and I probably will pass on this brand the next time I see it, because it just took way too long for it to sell. Next up is this Bulls Adidas jersey, and this was actually brand new with the tags, but this jersey, I was kind of nervous about picking it up because Derrick Rose no longer plays for the Bulls. As you guys know, he's now plays for the Timberwolves. He spent some time with the Knicks. He played with LeBron in Cleveland. I'm probably forgetting another team, but it was a while ago since he's played with the Bulls. So I didn't think it would sell, but it still sold for full asking price at 29 bucks. So I was happy about that. Next is this pair of Adidas basketball sneakers, and another pair of shoes that I had for a very long time. It was a size 14, so that has a lot to do with it. And I ended up purchasing these shoes for I think $7 or $8 and only sold it for 20, so it wasn't that great of a flip. I didn't make too much money off of these. If I see any shoes in a size 14, especially basketball shoes like this, I'll probably pass on it. I picked them up only because they had Boost technology, so I figured like a basketball player would really appreciate these, but these shoes just aren't as popular. So next time I'll know just to pass on these, especially if they're a size 14. Now, last but certainly not least is this pair of Frye ballet flats, and I picked up about 7 or 8 pairs of Frye shoes in one day, and this was the last one to sell, so I was definitely happy about that. I picked it up for I think $5 or $6 and it sold for 35, so that was a decent flip. I definitely made some good money. I was originally asking for 39 and settled on 35, so that was just a good flip for me overall. Alright y'all, that's all I have for today's video. So if you guys enjoyed that one, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos, and make sure to drop a comment, ask any questions that you may have, and you already know that I'll get back to you guys as soon as possible. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.